Jerry Jones has spoken. Jerry Jones has spoken. His Cowboys could not be in worse shape. His franchise quarterback is out for the year. Everybody wondering if he is the guy of the future and why wasn't he signed long term, because everyone loves Dak, and Dak is still their guy. They're 2-5 with a head coach that basically we're wondering if the clue phone is ringing. I'll be very, very honest, because they're 2-5 and it's tons of injuries that Mike McCarthy has nothing to do with. But the guys out there look disinterested, as Peter King said. They are regressing, even with Andy Dalton, before Andy Dalton got blown up. A hit that got the reaction of his teammates as if Andy had just basically just exhaled. Oh, really? Oh, you're there? I didn't know you're there. You fogging up the mirror? Did the exhale fog up the mirror? I don't know that you just nearly got decapitated by John Bostic. So honestly, let's just keep walking around. Literally, like it was the Walking Dead. That's how bad it was on that day. This gives me no joy, because I know it upsets you, Michael Irvin. I love to death. I am having fun with him because he keeps picking against my Jets. I'm now picking against his Cowboys in locks of the week that should not be remotely close to locks of the week, but it has been a lock for Arizona and Washington since I started doing that in his direction. As you know, I was the host of the 60th anniversary show. I couldn't have been more proud to do that. We had Jerry Jones on this show to promote it. Gives me no joy to say this looks like a total, complete, utter mess. And I'd love to give, if you will, the equal time. We've got Doug Peterson on at the top of the show in hour number 2. Eagles are taking on the Cowboys this week, and it looks like they are playing Ben DiNucci of James Madison University.
God bless you.
Unless Andy Dalton can somehow get out of the concussion protocol, even though that hit looked so horrible. You never know. One never knows. We'll be keeping an eye on that all week. But the one thing we need to know about is, how this can continue to go on. Certainly if Andy Dalton's lit up, nobody lifts a finger. Nobody looks like that they even noticed it happened. And, the coach does not breathe fire and brimstone about it. But as a matter of fact, the defensive coordinator, who has been totally under fire, another good guy, and Mike Nolan, he has his Zoom yesterday paused because he had just apparently eaten something with Tabasco and had it on his finger and touched his eye, and they had to burn a timeout to stop the defensive coordinator Zoom, and that's yet another instance where we're all taking to Twitter. It's just another canary in that coal mine. So today he was on 105.3 The Fan, and the I don't have any patience to jack around with you version of Jerry Jones showed up today.
I don't have the patience to jack with you today.
That's right. That was from, I believe, last year when they lost to the Bears after losing to the Bills.
Settle down just a little bit.
They lost to the Bears after losing to the Bills on Thanksgiving, came back a week later, and Mitch Trubisky ran through them like a knife through hot butter.
Get your damn act together.
I mean, all of that was from that interview. That version of Jerry Jones showed up today when asked about the leadership in the locker room, certainly in light of what happened on the field with Andy Dalton.
Does your team have a leadership void?
When we're in the offensive line, where you,
just overall, when these.
But seriously, where would you have a leadership void? Is it an experience void? Is it a talent void? Is it a leadership void? I'm not trying to be cute here. The answer is no. The answer is no.
I'm asking.
There's not a. Well, just shut up and let me answer. No.
Jerry, when you go into the locker room, what I'm asking is, do you see the intangibles?
You're not asking me that. I gave you the answer. When I go into the locker room, there's no leadership void in my eyes.
Okay.
Now that's your answer. Let's move on.
All righty then. Whoa. That cannot be an easy moment for the interviewer who has the ability to question Jerry Jones every week. Who was it who came on and said that Dak's biggest void may be the fact that he was the most positive guy in the locker room. He kept things positive all the time. I forget who pointed that out after he got hurt, but we had a guest on in the last couple of weeks who said, you know what, keep an eye on the fact that Dak is the most positive person in that locker room. And the fact that he won't be there when they could use it the most. And how I said that, you know, I think my response was the clapper. Everybody rags on the clapper, but the clapper was also very positive.
Yep.
And I have no idea. Now you're hearing players say the coaches don't know what they're doing. And Del Tufo now has a new favorite drop on the Rich Eisen Show.
Shut up and let me answer.
There you go. I don't know when we're going to use that.
I'm not trying to be cute here.
Oh, you got another one.
Yeah,
You got two of them.
Bonus.
And that's how Doug Peterson is welcoming the Dallas Cowboys into Philadelphia. Oh, by the way, on Sunday Night Football, by the way, Al and Chris and the whole gang. And all 19 million of their cameras that pick up on everything from Kyler Murray smiling when he sees his wide receiver open and not having the ball by the strings when he fires in that direction. Cowboys-Eagles, Sunday Night Football starts with Tirico and the crew Sunday at 7 Eastern time on. And
That
Big
is
C.
going to be a beautiful disaster.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here